how can I build a network of worthy people? You can go out to events, seminars, workshops, and connect with these people. They're not necessarily looking for someone who can just make them money. They're looking for someone that they like, that they get along with, that they can break bread with, that they can have a beer with.
Hey friend, this is Craig Ballantyne. I am here with Bedros Keuilian, and today we are going to talk about my absolute favorite topic on the Empire podcast. It is about making money with friends. And you know what? We want to dedicate this to our friend. And who is that person?
Joel Marion, one of the co-founders of BioTrust Supplements.
Yes, and he is one of the most generous guys that I know. And because he's super generous and because he is very persuasive, he is out there helping other people make a lot of money, and in return, he makes a lot of money because he puts other people first. And so that's what this is all about, making money with friends. Now, how have you done this in your business?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. So as I'm growing the Fit Body Bootcamp franchise, as I'm growing the coaching business, for me, it was really easy enough to go to my friends, to go to my network and go, hey guys, this is what I'm offering with the franchise. This is what I'm offering for the coaching program. Who do you have that would be a good fit? I'd love to get on the phone with them and give them results in advance. And I think that's what most people kind of tend to miss out on, is the fact that you can go to your network and say, who can I connect with in your network that I can give results in advance to, and if I can help them move the needle in their business, then the way I look at it is I've now won the right to pitch them or to offer them my mastermind or my franchise. So I'll give you a great example. Bill Shaw, the CEO of Entrepreneur Magazine, just connected me with someone, and I won't use her name, someone who's pretty popular, and said, hey, you two have to connect because this person's a fitness professional. While they're famous, there's a lot more money to be made. They're leaving a lot of money on the table. And rather than saying, hey, you should buy my courses and my products or whatever, I connected them with Joan and I said, hey, just send them all my products. I'm going to give you all my coaching programs for free. And by the way, let's get on the phone and see how else I can help you move your needle, right? Make more sales and reach more people, make a bigger impact. Why am I doing this? The way I look at it is, if I am lucky enough to penetrate Bill Shaw's network, then I have to come to the person that he connected to me with the giving hand. So I gave him my products in advance. I'm going to give them my time on the phone. Only then, if I find that either the franchise or my high-level coaching program will benefit this person, then I'll invite her to get on board with the program. But if we don't have a strong network of like-minded peers, because the way I look at it is your network is only so big. They say the average person knows like 51 people. So if I know 51 people, you know 51 people, Joel knows 51 people, and we're all cut from the same cloth, that's 153 people that now I can market my services to. So the more people I have in my network, the greater my net worth.
Yeah, and absolutely. Here's something that you really need to understand. When you go and make all of these other people a lot of money, you're going to make a lot of money too. That's the really important part. You want to have that tide that lifts all boats, and you want to be that tide. You want to be that person who's bringing opportunity to others, and that is what you can do when you have that network, when you know these people. So what are ways that you can go out and add value to people, to grow your network and to really build yourself up so that, as Jim Rohn says, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and those 5 people that you spend the most time with are wealthy and successful.
You know, it's funny because I bet anybody watching this might be saying to themselves, yeah, but I'm broke and I've got no value to add to anybody. How can I build a network of worthy people? But really what we don't realize is you can go out to events, seminars, workshops, masterminds, and connect with these people. They're not necessarily looking for someone who can just make them money. They're looking for someone that they like, that they get along with, that they can break bread with, that they can have a beer with, right? Yeah. And so where that's concerned, when was the last time that anybody watching has reached out to someone that they want to do business with and actually tried to build a rapport with them? Actually build a rapport and a friendship first. Hey, I really love the video that you made 2 weeks ago. It added value to my life. I loved it so much, I reposted it on my Instagram and shared it on Facebook. Like, when was the last time somebody went out and did that? So one of the best ways to build a network is simply, again, I think the whole theme of this is to come with a giving hand. And so just because you think, well, I've got no value to add to this person's life, they're financially here, I'm broke, I can't even buy anything from them. Don't buy anything from them. Maybe buy them a beer, right? Find out, are they speaking at an event? Get to that event. Even if you can't get inside the event, I bet you'll find them in the lobby or the lobby bar. And when you do, buy them a beer. Connect with them on a platonic friends level first. And then it goes back to when you become friends with someone, just like we became friends by sending each other books. Soon it's like, what else can I do for Craig? I just want to ask you, Craig, what can I do for you? You asked me the same thing. Before you know it, we're working together and we've built our own empire together. So it truly is friends making money with friends. And our relationship started off with sending each other books. Your relationship could start off simply by going to someone and saying, I love the video that you did. I want to share it with others. And oh, by the way, can I buy you a beer if I ever see you at an event?
Yeah, that's really, really great. And another thing that people can do is just have their own podcast. Our friend Jason Ferrugia is getting connected with world famous actors, world famous athletes, all because he does this podcast in his spare bedroom at home. He has people come into his home. He does these podcasts. He's super popular. He's getting tens of thousands of downloads of his show because he puts his heart and soul into it. And he's just there connecting and giving these people an audience that they otherwise wouldn't have. And they're very grateful for him, and they're sharing, his stuff with their fans. For example, he had a very famous wrestler on the other day, and this wrestler posted a picture of her, it was a female wrestler, with Jason's wife, Jen. And yesterday they posted it, and within 1 hour, there was 17,000 likes of this photo on Instagram. And Jen, Jason's wife, had hundreds of new followers, all because Jason went with the giving hand, had this wrestler on his podcast, and they've just grown this friendship. It's really, really powerful. It's amazing what you can do in this day and age with the internet of going out there and making sure that you're helping other people.
Now, let me play the devil's advocate there. Craig, I don't know how to do a podcast. How do I launch a podcast? Is it expensive? How do I do it?
Oh, it is great, because this day and age, you don't need any money to get started. So even I started a podcast, aside from this one, and I don't know how to do anything. I just got an iPhone. I am a techno dunce, but even I was able to start a podcast just sitting at home in front of my computer. And you know what the great thing is? People will say yes to being on podcasts. I see Gary Vaynerchuk on podcasts where I don't even know if that person has 100 listeners. It's amazing the walls that you can break down when you interview someone, when you go to the seminar and you have a beer with somebody, when you go and help somebody in advance. That's what it's all about. Growing the circle, growing and getting the bigger circle, and therefore you go and you help other people make money, and you're going to make a lot of money in return, right?
Friends making money with friends.
Hey, you want to hear a really cool story about making money with friends?
Let's hear it.
All right, this is a George Clooney story of making money with friends. Even this guy can make money with friends. So George Clooney has a place in Mexico, and his neighbor is a guy named Randy Gerber. Randy Gerber's been in the alcohol industry for a long time. He's married to Cindy Crawford. George and Randy are sitting in the backyard, and they like tequila. They start talking about tequila. The next thing you know, hey, you want to start a tequila company? They start a tequila company. A couple years later, they sell it for $1 billion.
Brilliant.
That is friends making money with friends. That's what happens. It's organic growth, organic evolution of the relationship. Hey, can I send you a book? Can you be on my podcast? Can I meet you for a beer? Can we just be friends? And hey, maybe something will come of it. Not, hey, you got to promote my stuff, bro. Wrong way to do it, right?
Yeah, and that's what we're learning here is anytime you try and force any kind of promotion, opportunity, offer down someone's throat. Dude, the worst thing that I get that turns me off, and I know you get this in your instant messages, direct messages all the time, is, hey, bro, I got something that you can promote to all the fitness industry that's going to be a game changer and make you money. I make millions of dollars. I've changed the game. You, with 300 followers, are going to send me something that I'm going to promote that's going to change the fucking game? Are you kidding me? Instead of that, but on the other hand, another dude came to me and said, hey, I noticed you were driving the GTR the other day, and then the next day you went surfing. What car did you take surfing? For a note, I'm going back and forth with this guy who I don't know. I don't even know him. I didn't even look at his profile, but we've talked about his car and my car going back and forth. If this guy reaches out to me, it's going to be funny if he sees this and if he reaches out to me and has something decent for me to promote for him that would help my community, I would absolutely do it. And I've yet to meet him or the other guy. But one guy put me off, and this other guy's got me turned on.
Absolutely. And so instead of going and forcing it on somebody, you know what? Go to somebody and say, hey, I read your book. I loved it. It really helped me. Thanks so much. And the next thing you know, You'll be friends with that person. You'll start building your network, building your net worth, making money with those friends. And that's how you change the game. You truly do. And you build your own empire, right?
Well said, my friend. Thanks for listening to the Empire Podcast Show. Remember to subscribe on iTunes, share it with your friends, and give us a rating. We'd really appreciate that. And make sure to go to empirepodcastshow.com to watch the videos as they come out.